Hey everybody, Average Picker here. Challenge lock from the back of a drawer. Kind of forgot about this one. It's a FastCharlie lock. He's got it marked as experimental. This is my second attempt, I guess, on it. I was about 8 minutes into another video with it, and it fell out of the clamp, so I just decided instead of fumbling around and getting it reclamped, we'll just do a reshoot. Did not have an open on it, so we've got about 7 or 8 minutes on it, which means I have a little bit of an idea what to expect. A lot of activity in it. You can feel, unless you do something wrong, it does go very dead. I think in that 7 or 8 minutes, I had several resets on it. But yeah, this one, back of the drawer. I'm getting low, guys. So yeah, I could use a challenge lock trade. I've got quite a few I can send out. So if you want to do a trade, email me averagepicker@gmail.com and get some stuff out to you. I've got some hard ones as well. So if you specifically want some difficult ones, you can always specify that if you want. Though the Alex padlocks I did send out a while ago to Bronx Lock Picker, so I don't have those anymore, but I have some others like Albert LaBelle and stuff that are fairly tough. I hope everything's going well for Bronx. Speaking of him, he's got a lot on his plate. You know what? We're going to switch picks. This being a quick cylinder, there's quite a bit of space there. Try this one, see what we get. Switch to a DeForest. Might make some of these lifts a little bit smoother. Lock is quite a fighter. We're gonna do another reset. Oh God, all that stuff dropping. Maybe I was further along in it than I expected, or than I suspected. A little bit of movement on the core there. I'm not getting any kind of good feedback from it. I'm gonna try really lifting some of these pins. We'll see if we get anything. There was something. Oh. All right, we've got to be nearing the end. couple pretty decent moves by the core there. Just looking for any pin that's going to give me some good feedback. Wow. Pin 4 is very jammed, but seems like it's wanting to lift some. The lock just relaxed a little bit more, and there we go. We are in. Whew! So yeah, if we look at it as one whole pick, it's 7 or 8 minutes on the previous video, and what, we're at about 5:40 right now. Let's give it a try. Oh, key does not. It's a really good thing we're picking, I guess. Cloud doesn't. Oh, key is giving us some issues now. Turn for a moment. There it goes. It definitely snags, especially going counterclock. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Counterclockwise, definitely the hardest. Let's see what it says. It's experimental when something. If key doesn't work, if key doesn't work well both ways, driver 4 may need to be flipped, or 6. So I guess, I mean, it does work, but we'll see what he's talking about. Let's get into it. Pull this, get this tailpiece off here. We got to get it rotate a little bit. There we go. Got a follower. Got anything funky going on that tailpiece? Doesn't look like it. Looks like we should be all right. Oh, I don't want to bungle this. There we go. Yeah, we got 6 pins filled in construction holes. I already see a little bit of weirdness in pin 6. There's a lot of serration work, as you would probably expect. Oh, that's like, it's a spool, but it's like a serrated barbell. A little tiny, wow. Yeah, a little tiny guy for pin 1. Anything going on in the core? Nope. Wow, I was kind of expecting, just based on some behavior, some threading. There. Wow. Oh, these are some crazy pin. What? Okay. I pulled something. Oh, it's a pin and pin. There we go. Ooh, there's a couple pin and pins in here. Looks like they're all the springs are steel. Use some tiny drivers in a couple of these too, which makes some of the work all that more impressive. Go around. Okay, let's see. Make sure I didn't. Yeah, it looks like all steel springs in there. All right, let's flip this camera around and get a look at these pins. Okay, so here's our key, our bitting on it. So we sink quite low there and then rise up again. Does this have a name? Plain Jane's Inner Beauty. Oh, he said to shim it. I did not shim it. Apparently we didn't really need to. See, it's pinned up. Yeah, this thing's been around for a while. Not a while, but yeah. Getting there. It's experimental when reassembling. There we go. If key doesn't work well both ways, driver 4 may need to be flipped, or 6. So yeah, check out this work. This is some impressive work here. Little tiny key pin here. Little nub there. Get them flipped around. This is our shear line right across the middle. Our number 1 driver. Look at that guy, and you know how small that key pin was. A lot of him was sunk. So here's the first of our pin and pins. And this is the shear line. And he was in there this way when I took him out. I was extra careful because I saw that happening. So that's how he would have been in there. Very loose key pinned though. Very, very loose, and nice little serration work on there. That's crazy. This is a cool one here. Number 3 driver. We've got one of these, he's just kind of tipped down with a minor little serration there. And sitting on top of him was this guy. We might have to put that in, and I wonder if that's probably the experimental part, and probably in part why he warned about shimming. So we are offered 2 shear lines on number 3, but well, I guess he said to flip 4, didn't he? Yeah, so this was the one. This was one of the ones he was concerned about. If it comes into focus there, there we go. That's one of the ones he was concerned about, which is strange to me. That's not the one I would think would be causing a jam up. I would have thought it would have been 3. That's a pretty cool pin, actually, especially if a lot of that sunk down in there, because he's going to come in like a spool, widen up, catch, and then set. But in that widening, you know, if you're sitting against some of these bits, it can cause some stuff to drop back down. And here we go. We just got another just monstrosity of like a candlestick pin. Just lots of serrations tapered in like a spool. That was the other one he'd said to flip. Of course, there's our number 6 driver. Nice work there. FastCharlie's not been super active on the scene lately. Man, he makes some neat locks. Did I just lose that? No, I did not. Spotted something. Look at how that's notched. I wonder if that's part of what makes it experimental. I wonder if you cut that off. It has to line up. No. But maybe that's why. Oh no, because he said to, yeah, that would have been the one to flip. our number 4 key pin. Very nice little work there. Yeah, so there we go. Oh, let's look at this guy real quick. Once again, some very nice little work there. Very deeply set. That, you know, that's spooled up enough. If you really overset that guy, you'd probably just end up feeling like you had a driver overset. There's a chance it would dangle a little bit in there too. So yeah, there we go. A little bit longer of a video, but it's experimental. FastCharlie's Plain Jane's Inner Beauty. So I don't remember who sent this to me. It may have been FastCharlie sent it straight to me himself. So if that's the case, sorry, I'm just now getting around to picking this guy. Very cool little lock there. Put up quite the fight as well. So yeah, there we go, everybody. And yeah, thanks for watching. And I'll just say again, if you want to do a lock exchange, I've got quite a few. So just email me, averagepicker@gmail.com. And yeah, would love to do some exchanging because I'm getting down to, yeah, pretty much some remnants, I guess. So anyway, you all have a good one.